Hi, I'm Bruce Burke. I'm your friend. We're back with another episode of the AI Bros. Over here to this side of me. I don't know where he comes up on the recording side, but we'll
Who
find
knows?
out. John Lawson, ladies and gentlemen, the
He's
president,
back.
founder, CEO, and Colder Ice Media, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Absolutely. Still doing that thing. Still doing that thing.
Yeah, well, you could do more now because you're augmented by artificial intelligence, right? That's the thing everybody's missing out on is, they're all like, oh, it's going to take away my job. No, it's going to make you that much more powerful.
Pretty much. For some, others will take shortcuts. I think that's just the way technology works.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, that it, the digital divide is real.
oh yeah,
It really
oh
is.
yeah.
You know, it's not going to make everybody efficient. I don't know why. I don't know
Why
why.
why shouldn't it, right?
Right.
And that's exactly what China had to say. They did their World AI Summit. I think it was, I'm not good with the Chinese city names, right? But one of the capitals in China, they had the WAIC, they call it. And they said that AI shouldn't be centralized to any country or nation, or it should be, non geopolitical. And everybody should have access to it, unless, of course, you're in China and you're a Chinese citizen.
There you go. But it's
but
similar to the internet. It's similar to the internet, you know, pretty
yeah,
much. We want it everywhere. It should be available everywhere.
yeah, and unfortunately, I see it siloing up like crazy, right? And we just launched our USAI plan, and of course, China's calling for they didn't specifically call out the U.S., but obviously we're rallying the wagons around and kind of closing up the barriers. We did open up some trade stuff. I saw he relented on some chip stuff for them. Their H20s, the Nvidias, they can get the H20s now. So
Really?
yeah, that's got a full AI stack, and they can do everything, like from robotics, to like everything, right? Like vision,
That's
computer,
good.
the whole thing, right?
That's good.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear that.
yeah,
I think that more than anything, you want the stack to be American. And if you cut America off, they will find, trust me, there are plenty of Chinese, you know, uh, operators out there ready to jump in and take over. So,
and just like you're seeing announcements over here, from all the leading AI companies over here during this WAIC, there was announcements from Alibaba, Tencent, all the usual suspects from over there, right? There was a new Quen, there's new glasses from Alibaba, all kinds of stuff, right? So, don't think that we got this thing sewn up.
no, we don't. I mean, it's just, it moves way too fast right now.
Yeah,
Way too
yeah,
fast.
yeah.
And I remember maybe just six, maybe more like 3 or 4 months ago, there was this question about whether or not AI hit a ceiling and was it going to get any smarter at the same rapid rate. And I think it's already blown through that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know, this idea that it's leveling off in its intelligence, that's not happening yet, guys. It's not happening.
yeah,
For good or bad, we're here.
yeah. I noticed something today. I'm putting together the newsletter. Uh, 3 or 4 of the companies, the name One was like Julius AI, the other, like Julius Caesar, right? The other one was another like old timey world leader, right? Aristotle. It was a great philosopher. The AI was named Aristotle, right? So there, I remember a time like I don't know, it was like shortly after Windows for Work groups came out, Microsoft started this product naming thing. All their code product names before they released them were like Symphony and Maestro and all this kind of stuff. So we're in that same kind of product name era for AI products right now, that kind of like lean on the old stuff kind of thing. And like look how far we've come since that era, right? I mean, so that's the same era we're in. We're in the early days of AI.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be here forever, you know. I don't think this one's going away. This is not NFTs. Not like NFTs went away, but it's not the same game,
No,
you
it's
know.
it's it's not a fad, and it's not just a wave. I don't think. I think it's the ultimate wave. To be quite honest with you, it's the seventh wave that they talk about. I'm actually writing up a report on that. The seventh wave is supposed to be the most powerful wave due to the uh, mathematics of waves crashing and the undertow coming back and forming the next wave and all that. So
So this is the seventh wave.
this is the seventh wave of technology. This is it. This is the one, right? We started out with like hand tools, rocks attached to sticks, and moved our way up from there. So we've gotten better
Come a
at it
long
now.
way.
Yeah.
We've come a long way.
Now we can 3D print rocks and sticks and tie them together.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So
What
much
else
so,
is
I'm going to be interviewing Alex Smith, the CEO of, sounds like an alias, of Integron, Integron. Integron, their promise is to go from prompt to empire for you, to build your entire company from a prompt. I talked to him a bit yesterday just to like sew up and he told me that they've got a whole code base. I don't know what you want to call it, development environment that's essentially a replica of Lovable in this platform that you can
okay?
utilize to go build with. He's after Lovable just announced 100 million ARR in 8 months, ladies and gentlemen. 100 million ARR in 8 months. So he's he's out to beat that record because he's got Lovable Plus, let's call it, right, with this Integron. So, you know.
Okay.
So you can go sign up for there's a beta and there's also get on the wait list for the full release. He's going to do a demo in the interview with me. So stay tuned for that. I'm supposed to interview him, I think, Friday. And I don't know how quickly I'll get it out, probably over the weekend. But I'm doing pretty good at
Now, how did it
pushing
come on your
content out
radar?
now. I'm sorry?
How did this tool come on your radar?
Oh, this is introduction from Ted Huff that I mentioned in the last episode. The guy came in from Instagram thinking that like I was a millennial or something, and I don't have notifications for Instagram turned on. I'm a boomer, dude. If it's not coming in text
Right?
or
I
email,
mean,
I don't see
look.
it, right? So it was like 3 or 4 days ago, the guy was apparently hitting me up on IG, right? And I don't. That's
Yeah,
not a
I
form of
hear you.
communication to me. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a .comer, right? It's text and email for me. But anyway, we finally did connect, and we actually had a phone call, the good old fashioned things. So he'll be coming on board.
Yeah.
He's done all kinds of stuff. So sounds like an interesting guy, and this is quite the proposition of building a whole business for you from a fill in the blank text prompt, essentially. He said, my company is X, I do Y, and I, Z, right? And here it comes. So stay
Yeah, it'll
tuned
be
for that
interesting.
one.
It'll be interesting. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
lot of players in that field, but Lovable really took off, took off, you know? And I mean, because there's a lot of good ones. And I mean, Lovable is not my favorite,
yeah,
you know, but it does have an interface that allows people to, you know, gravitate towards building with it very quickly.
yeah,
But no matter what, all of these, you still need something, some kind of understanding of
yeah,
at least troubleshooting.
yeah. It's let's see about Integron. Now they're not promising to build apps for you like to completion. Maybe they are. I don't know. We'll find out when I talk to Alex.
Yeah, I
But
can't wait to hear that.
he was telling me it writes business plans. It does the research for you. It builds logos. It writes your whole mission statement and blah 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 blah. I don't know if it goes and does your incorporation for you, right? That would be nice, right? Yeah, you could put a legal AI kind of a thing in there and let it go do that, and But anyway, so it's just interesting that I mean, when I discovered AI, when I like was first introduced to it through the Fin Plus AI conference, I started interviewing like Marco from GFT, and he was first telling me about AI coding then, and that was a little less than 2 years ago, right? And he was all excited that like we're going to change the world here, right? And I was like, this sounds like hokum to me, right? When I first heard it, right, he was the first one that like really told me that this thing can write software, right?
Right.
And when I really like looked at it, I was like, this guy's not, he's 100% on this thing, right? So I was like, it's but then I just got done watching the guy Nate Jones, right, the one that I watch all the time from Seattle. I think he is with the beanies, and he's saying that he's been testing OpenAI, ChatGTP, I think 4.0, to fill out a form on a website for him, and it's about 50%.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't all that impressed with the ChatGPT rollout. It's okay. I wasn't that impressed, which is kind of crazy to even say that when you got a autonomous, you know, web browser
Meh.
doing some of the things that it does. But, overall, it was okay. I'm really into GenSpark. I think that one nails it. And I just
I'm going to sign up for that one. I've been playing with a few, right, and I think overall it presents like the best value, right, and
oh,
they just
absolutely.
keep growing and they keep announcing features that they're adding and all
Yep,
kinds of stuff, right? So
they're in there.
uh, the Anthropic seal of approval helped a lot in my uptake of them, right? That them getting behind it and saying, they've got the thumbs up from us. But yeah, I think it's what's going to be necessary, right? So yeah,
I just think the fact that it will take and use all the LLMs that it has access to um, is actually an advantage. So if you're just limited to, ChatGPT's platforms when you're doing stuff, then you're going to have some limitation that, even in my my own workflow, I use Claude and ChatGPT primarily. Um, and then to be able to have GenSpark as the entry for all of those, and I can get to all of them in one interface. It helps. It helps. I really do like it. It doesn't have projects necessarily yet, type activity. So that part I still use on the different platforms, you know. But
yeah,
if I were not a enthusiast as much as I am, I probably would cancel all subscriptions except for that one, and then just let it, you know, go back and forth between the different platforms.
And I saw you did. You set up some kind of a newsletter on that, didn't you? It's got something similar to a Substack that I'm using. It allowed you to set up like a newsletter or some kind of a.
It can produce it. It won't distribute. It won't, you know, you still need Substack or uh what Beehive or something like that to do all the other parts. But it'll create the actual
Okay.
newsletter itself. Yeah.
So
Not
way
yet.
back in the
Not
day,
yet.
you were. I think you were on the basic 5 or 6 episodes ago. Are you still on the basic, or did you up your GenSpark account?
Yeah, I uploaded. I paid the money. And I was actually
Are you
working
on
on
the
a
pro or the
project.
basic or the? I don't even know what the levels are. I looked at it and I
I,
haven't.
I think it's like $39 a month,
Okay. Okay.
something like that. I'm not sure which ones. I don't know if it has an extra $200 one, you know, but you never know. Let me look. I'm gonna look at their plans. Okay. Yeah, they do have a pro plan. So I'm on the plus plan. Plus
Okay.
plan gets you 10,000 credits, unlimited AI chat with no cost. So right there, that pretty much pays for itself. Uh, and then you can get that at $20 a month annually. And I think, let's see what the monthly it
So if
says,
you pay for the annual,
24.
it goes from 40 to 20 essentially.
No, actually, it's I was wrong. It was 24 regular or 19.99.
Oh, okay.
So
No.
that's the so for an extra $5, you get priority access to all the AI agents, including Anthropic Claude, OpenAI, Google Gemini Pro, DeepSeek. So, I mean, you got
What else do you
access to
need,
all of
right? I
that.
mean, come on.
Kind of, you really don't need a lot. And then you
Yeah.
also get the image generation from GPT, Flux, Ideogram, Gemini, Imagen, and, things like that. So I kind
Wow.
of like all of that.
That's nice. I
Yeah.
saw a guy I watch, a hardware guy, Alex Ziskin. He's a programmer and builds like all kinds of machines for LLMs, right? He was advertising kind of an all in one LLM interface like that, too. Um, it didn't seem as like it had as much of a agent interface like uh like GenSpark does. Like GenSpark's got like its own super agent on the front end of all these other agents that
Yes.
does a lot for you too, right? That's kind of their own LLM, if I understand it correctly. I'm not real sure, but
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't dug into it that far.
I think it's more of like uh it's got the ability to use the best LLM for whatever the task is. Something like that. I don't know. That's interesting. I have to check out what exactly is the super agent, but that's the thing I use all the damn time, you know. I
You got to
barely go to AI chat on that
really.
anymore.
So
And then
you're
it's
accessing all these other providers from that interface mostly all the time.
yeah, yeah. And then it'll come back with whatever the response is. And I don't know. I got to check out what the super agent actually does, but it's a good autonomous assistant. So I can give it a task and go away. I'll get a notification that it's done. Similar
Now,
to, you know,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying similar to the operator in ChatGPT.
Okay. In talking about the assistant, you were. I just saw a video just before we got on the recording here that you had posted on Facebook about you had some kind of a virtual assistant, Rachel. I think it was. You were doing
I
a
have
demo.
a whole AI team now.
Do
And
you?
it's actually working. So it's AI employees in a tool called Marbleism, and literally, it's changed a lot of the time that I to spend doing everyday tasks. And not only that, it has helped me reduce my overhead by 60%. And I should have told the guy that today, but I literally got rid of a third of my staff
Really?
and
And
replaced
what's it
them with
called?
virtual
What's the platform?
Marbleism.
Spell that.
Marblism. Marbleism. And it's AI agent employees. They have an executive assistant, and her job, Eva, is my favorite. Her job is to go through your email, right? And she will uh, do draft responses so that I can look them over, make changes, and just hit send. And those emails are taken care of. It'll organize my inbox and put tags on different things, route stuff out of the inbox that's junk and put it other places. Really, really, that one tool right there has saved me hours every week. Um, and then it's got a Sonny who's a social media assistant. He will create your social content and post it on multiple sites. So it has YouTube, uh, X, LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm not sure it has TikTok. Somebody asked me that. I don't use TikTok, so I don't care. So that's Sunny, right? And it says we can't access your video. I don't know why my video went out. There, I'm back.
You're back.
And then there's um, who's my other employee? Because those are my top three, right? So it's Sunny, Eva, and then Penny. Penny is the SEO blog writer. So I'm looking at her, and she creates all my blog content now, and it's very SEO optimized blog content. It's not short, it's real keyword rich, but human readable. So with
So are
those
you telling
three,
me that those long posts that I've been seeing on Facebook with all the emojis and everything, you're not writing that? That stuff's being generated by AI and output.
um, it depends. I mean, here's the thing: I don't write anything without AI. I'm
Right.
just not a writer,
Right.
you know. So, but I
Well, I
mean, yeah,
understand. Right. Right.
you
Right.
know,
I understand
I'll
there it's
comment.
enhancing you regardless, right? But
Yeah, I'll comment on things or whatever, but it's definitely at the point now where it's like, okay, here's the idea. I'll throw it in to AI, let it rewrite it, and put it into the format you see on a Facebook or a LinkedIn,
okay.
you
So
know?
you're the impetus and it's the
Oh, absolutely.
executor. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, we
That's
work
great.
together. It's the same process that I had with my human VAs.
But they
It's the
produce it
exact
faster
same
and it
process.
doesn't cost you as much.
Exactly. And
And
they
there's
don't
no
take
feedback.
breaks.
And there's no
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's what the beauty of Marvelism really is. So guys, if you want to check it out, go to Marvelism. I actually have a URL. I've made it so it's easy. It's called agentsetups.com. You go there, use the code my name John, and you know, there you go. That's my affiliate marketing for today.
Okay. All right. That's fun. Hey,
But
I,
for real, I really truly am a believer, and I am a user of the tool, and that's why I'm pushing it right now.
so you got
Because
an
I'm
email
telling
bot,
people,
you got an email bot that's doing all that, you got a social media bot, and
yep,
you've got a
blog writer.
blog writing bot.
That's three, right? The other
That,
three
oh my
is
God.
customer support.
Okay.
I don't use it that much because I don't have a lot of customer support issues. Sales outreach.
That's wonderful.
Stan will go out there, find leads, and send emails to them every day, up to 50 a day.
This is
So
what it. This is kind of like what I need as an infrastructure to build out this neural news network that I'm talking about, right? Like seriously,
everybody needs it. This is what
yeah,
I'm telling everybody. If
yeah.
you
This is
are a solopreneur,
yeah.
this is like what you need.
Set up fast, easy.
Fast, fast. So stupid fast, it's crazy. Because literally it asks you, each one of those agents has an onboarding sequence. And so
Okay.
they'll say, "Hey, I'm here. Well, I'm on your team now. Do my onboarding." And that's what happened to me this morning. So I given you the six that it already had. And then this morning, it blew me away because it had Rachel, who's a receptionist. She answers the phone and it gave me a phone number and she answers the phone. "Hi, this is Rachel with John Lawson and Colder Ice Media. How can I help you?" And of course, you can dump a lot of your information in there so she can answer simple questions. Or this is the killer. She makes appointments and puts them on your calendar for you.
So,
So,
are you
dude,
paying per different agent? Is it a
no,
plat?
one
No,
price.
one price, no matter how many different agents, and can you build your
They
own custom agents to do like
no,
little different things? No, they got some pretty much cookie cutter agents, and but
exactly. Those are the
if you're
seven
doing
agents you
standard
get.
business, that's what you need anyway, right? They build them for people that are doing business like what you and I are doing, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on the horizon, on the trajectory, there are more agents that they are planning to build out. He definitely talked to the CEO this morning, actually, and he was telling me on the horizon is to have a web builder agent, so that they would build,
Okay.
um,
Website for you. Okay.
websites for you. Yes, it's just, and they work.
Hire me because I got good bots, right? Like seriously,
I mean, this is this
that's
this
an
is the
agent.
game.
That's the agency now. I mean, it just needs an impetus like you, right, to come up with the creative, direction that the agent. You're a director essentially, a maestro, a conductor, right? I mean, that's
Yes, and that's kind of how I've been all the time. That's how I've worked with my team all the time.
yeah.
You know,
But now,
I'm the maestro.
but now it's like kind of like it's simpler. I mean, it's all just contained within the machine, right?
Uh, yeah, I don't know if it's is it is simpler. Yes, but it's not simple. Does that make sense? It's like simpler,
What
but
happened?
not simple. And I think the complexity uh, really comes from the uniqueness
God.
of the individual. The deal is that it's simple, but it's not too simple. It's easy, but it's not simple. Let's put it like that, right? And what I mean by that is it's easy to get it all set up, but it can become as complex as your workflow is. And it can really you can start drilling it down so that it gets your voice, your tone, and make sure that it's focused in on the subject matter that you are trying to rank for. So
Okay. Okay.
it's pretty cool. But it literally is the exact same processes that I would do with my team in the Philippines. So I talk to it
Wonderful.
just like it's a human.
Cost savings, Philippines teams versus the software.
Like $2,000 a month versus 29.
Hard to hire humans at that price.
Well, and like I said, it replaced some of my team. There's always humans in the loop because, there's just certain things that AI is not great at, or it misses the content and the concepts of what I'm trying to put out there. So it does need human eyeballs, you know. But yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer, man. For
Yeah,
me, it
it's
was.
I'm I keep wanting to plant a flag with AI and like find an inception point, right? That other than like doing the interviews, doing the videos, doing the newsletter, right? Like what I'm working on, and I keep trying to find like a problem I'm going to solve, right? um, I think what you put out on Facebook today, whether you wrote it or the AI, like it's not perfect, right? Like find something, put the first one out there, sloppy, ugly, dirty, whatever the hell it is, right? Just put it out there. So I'm thinking about different things and I'm really trying to find a inception point. I want to kind of plant a flag at like the beginning of this upcoming month, right? And just like say, okay, for 30 days, I'm just going to, go, you know, go crazy, right? Just go nuts, I'm just not sure where to apply the energy, right? So,
One of the things that I do is that I will get a idea and I will flesh the idea out with myself and my AI partner, uh, whoever that might be, usually Claude. And then I will get it to break it down into daily chunks. And that would be like, okay, this is the task that I have to get done today. And it's like, I'm only going to be able to give it 90 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, whatever it is. If you can just chunk that out, then by the end of 30 days, we'll have this done,
okay.
you know? And that way you can plant multiple flags, because it's not
Okay, right,
like,
right. It's not just about one flag, right?
right,
It's
because you don't
about
know which flag is going to be the it thing, you know? But I mean, you don't want to be jumping around playing whack-a-mole either. But it's
yeah,
like, man,
no,
I got a couple of good ideas. I'd love to see this, and I'd love to see that. And this, well, you got a 12-month year. If we, segment that, then by the end, I will be able to accomplish in that, period, time frame, something, walk away with it, and it's up and running. And you do that enough, guys, you're going to get to where you have this income coming in, generating income. That's how I got started in my eBay business back in the day. It was like I'd find one product, get it up, get it running, get the pictures taken, write the descriptions, list it, then move on to the next product. All of a sudden, I had 500 products running at the same time. Now you're talking about, you know, $1 million business. That's how it gets started, one product at a time.
yeah, but it really is. I had a concept of an AI companion. Excuse me, an AI companion that was a plush, right? Essentially, and it could be and essentially it had 3 or 4 different AI. Uh, think of like very similar to the glasses, right? It's just got a natural language processor in the companion, in the
Yep.
plush, right?
Yep.
And it talks to the cloud and it brings it back very much like the glasses, right? And it could be set up for a child, a small child's companion, so it was playful and talked about things that a kid would be interested. And then maybe for an adult that was like doing business or a housewife or something like that. It looks like your light went off over there. I don't know what happened. Um, and then the third thing was the senior adult and all that. So did I lose you again, John? Oh, there
No,
you
I'm
are.
still here.
Oh,
I'm
okay. I
still
don't know
here.
what
I don't
happened
know
there.
why my camera does that.
Oh, okay. No worries. Um, so yeah, and then the third concept was a senior, right, and a companion for a lonely old senior like yours truly, right? But I think that's too big of an undertaking to try and make something like that popular from where I'm at, right? I need to find like a homespun product that I can start selling, right? Like I don't know, maybe I keep thinking I'm going to find one of these guys like this Integron company or one of these other companies that has like all kinds of different things that I can go sell and sell that stuff for them, right? Essentially become super affiliate marketer through this neural
Yeah,
news network, right?
absolutely. I mean, build your network and become an affiliate.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think that's more suited for somebody my age rather than getting on the phone and try and sell somebody something. Let the AI do it, right? Like, put out content, let the content sell them, right? I've always said that my
absolutely.
marketing is so good that I was just picking up the coconuts that fell on the lot anyway, right? To put in car sellers' terms, right? And it was. I mean, I would market companies. I would come into companies and I would turn them on their heads and find them new paths of revenue. Right, find them new customers, find them new markets, break the code for them. And so you know, I don't see any reason why I can't do the same thing in AI. I really don't.
Yeah, do that for you and do that for yourself and for your podcast
Yeah,
and the because I mean, you get a lot of products will come your way. You'll
yeah,
get pitched a lot,
yeah,
and you got to sift through, the good shit and the bullshit, you know, and throw the bullshit away. The good shit you start letting your audience know about,
yeah.
and
I think stuff like this Michael Smith, right? He's launching in a big way. This isn't some guy in his parents' basement or something like that. This is a big launch. So I really think that, like, there's so many of these companies and there's so much money being thrown into funding and there's so much growth in this space that, like, wow, there's you know, just picking up the coconuts that fall on the lot, could be a nice business. I mean, seriously, it really could.
yeah, they are throwing billions at this right now, and I don't know how long that's going to last. It won't last forever, but the bubble's definitely blowing right.
Yeah. Headline today. So Scale AI, what's his name? Alexander was picked up by MetaMark. And so their competitor, Micro One, which does the same thing that Scale AI did, right? A lot of companies were said to be leaving Scale because Scale and Meta are now connected. So Google and a few others were going to leave Scale. So this Micro One is now picking up these customers and they're raising funds at a $500 million valuation for a company that's like they just fit it. This is their Series A round, right? Half $1 billion. You know,
Yeah, dude, we've been here before, man.
yeah.
This is we're in pet.com land. I
So
mean,
if you want to get in the AI biz, apparently a data labeling company that does good data labeling and gives them a solid uh, database to work from to train their AI on is where the money is. That's what all these companies are hired this Alexander Wang, and that's why Mark picked him up, right? And so that's a business all in itself. I don't know how you label data. I guess you put the little box over the side and like this is a plant, right?
I mean, that's what feeds the AI is the data.
Yeah,
That's what it eats on. And
yeah,
without data, the AI is kind of it just sits and languishes. This is why I think OpenAI has a problem.
right, right.
As long as they're attached to Microsoft, it's okay. But if that chain breaks, I don't know what data they are going to be able to use for real time um, access because everybody's closing, you
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah.
off
The gates are
their
closing
data.
quickly to.
You know, um, I mean, right now you can't scrape Amazon with AI because they've closed that off. I think Shopify recently just closed theirs off, so you can't do um, uh, art. What do you call it? Agent shopping on Shopify stores. You can't do it on Amazon stores. Nobody wants to be the first. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be the guinea pig for agent shoppers because I can already see people talking about, well, my agent bought that. I didn't buy that. Chargeback. I can already see it. Refund. It's going to be a nightmare for the
Yeah.
first, you know, till they figured that part out.
I saw
So,
where you were talking about the companies locking down the scrapers. Cloudflare, which is like if you're doing e-commerce, Cloudflare is like a must for you, right? And
yes,
Cloudflare by default now has a no scrape policy, right? So you're running, and if you're out there trying to scrape now, you're running into that every day, everywhere you used to go now, right? So
right.
I mean, they're
But,
huge.
hey, they can do that. But I mean, that has zero effect on a product like ChatGPT's operator. Because if I can surf the web and I can see the page in the browser, then it can scrape the page. So, I mean, they can do all they want right now for a little bit and feel like they're protecting their data. But if their data is being shown and it can get to it from a browser, you're kind of going to get indexed. And it's like, do you want to be seen by a Google or not? I don't know. For real. You're trying to
There's a
hide from ChatGPT, and then you also hide from Google search. It's crazy.
yeah. That's the battle cry this week. There's 10 guys out there selling courses on how to have your thing show up in the chat engine rather than in the search engine, right? So
As if,
yeah. There's
as
like
if.
six different acronyms that they made up already, right? It's not
Have
SEO
they?
anymore. It's DMO, or I don't even know.
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
like it's not a proven science yet. So yeah,
No, but it is changing.
yeah,
We're
it
seeing
definitely
the
is changing.
signs of change.
Yeah.
Just they're very small signals right now. I even put up a post was like Google is dead. Of course, you got to get people going with those kind of headlines. But and the reality of it is that there is some signs of weakening of the Google grip that
Yeah.
they've had on search for
Yeah.
a couple of decades now.
It's I I think the whole internet is going to change, not just like how we what it looks like and how we interact with it, but like the way it's used. I think I think the web page model is like so 80s, right? My friend Justin says it like every UI UX is really just a hack. Really, all you want is the information. You want the damn thing done, whatever you want done, right? So everything else is just an interface so you can do that damn thing, right? That you want to
Right,
get
right.
done so you can move on with your life, right? So I really think things are going to change tremendously. And I think these AI browsers are like I said, that same time that the browser was becoming popular was the same time that Microsoft was naming all their stuff Maestro and Symphony and all that same period. We're there. We are there. I would say it was 1984, whenever Windows for Work Group 311 was out. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That's the year, right? So that's where we are in AI right now. It really is. It really is because we're just getting the browsers. We're just getting the
Yeah.
browsers.
But the only problem is that tomorrow will be 1990. That's the difference. You know, we saw this, gradually get to here, and 50 years later, this is what we have for the internet. 40 years later, this is what we have. It's not going to take that long.
No, it's not going to take that long to change it. As a matter of
No,
fact, one of the stories in the newsletter today, Microsoft Edge transforms into an AI browser with new Copilot mode. Is that what you've been using, or is that they say they're just releasing this today inside the Edge browser?
cool. I use Edge. I haven't got any notifications yet, but maybe
It's
that's why I was having these weird uh, dips and dives. I do have an update here. Now that you
okay.
mention it, I
Don't
do
do
have
it
an
now.
update. Don't do it now. I won't do it now.
Yeah, I know Windows is notorious for just updating whenever. It says the AI powered mode allows Copilot to search across all your open tabs and handle tasks like, of course, booking a restaurant. What demo is not booking a restaurant? And
Right.
it
I
brings
mean,
the
how many
Copilot
restaurants are
chatbot
getting booked?
to your new tab page, whatever that is. Copilot is somewhere between the limited Gemini integration that Google is testing in Chrome and the AI powered overhaul that Comet offers in its AI browser. So it's somewhere in between those two extremes, I guess. You can let Copilot see all your open tabs. You can ask it to compare a bunch of hotels you might be looking at or help summarize the best purchase from multiple product tabs. So that's today. Uh-oh, what happened? Yes. There you go.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Can you
so
hear me?
yeah, I got you. We're in again. I'm still recording, so I just left it on this time.
You know what happened? What's it that I just saw this. I had changed my USB hub.
Oh
And
yeah.
so my earpod charger was actually not plugged in.
That's why you weren't getting the charge on your AirPods. Yeah, yeah,
And I've been on calls all morning long. And
yeah. They
so
only have like 4 hours at the most, right? I've
talk
found,
time.
right? Yeah,
I love those things, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
Uh
I did you see the link I sent you to the Air, was it the
yes,
Beats Pods
yes,
Pro? Yes,
I
that's what you
did.
want right there, man.
You
They
think?
hang over your ear. They don't fall out, and it's got all the same features. So Beats is Apple, and then it's got all the same features, and it's got a feature that the Apple doesn't have, and
Which
they
is
cost
what?
less. And the case has more battery, and the
Really?
things have more battery. Yes,
Okay.
because it's a bigger case. It's because the other one you can fit in your little jeans pocket, right? I mean, it's a wonderful thing if you're
It
traveling or
is.
whatever,
It
right?
is.
It really is. I mean, they've sold, dude. That thing is a whole separate business. AirPods all by itself. It really is.
They need it.
Yeah,
They need it. But I didn't know that. Let me go back to these Power Beats Pros.
yeah,
I might have to go ahead and grab a pair.
yeah. They're the same price as your AirPods Pro. I think they're actually a little bit cheaper. I think they're right at $200. Look on Amazon because they usually sell the Apple stuff the cheapest.
They'll have it cheaper. I
Yeah.
am definitely going to check that out.
Dude, they
It's going
hang
to happen.
over and they just lay right on the top of your ear here apparently, and like just kind of like lay inside the hole. So it's
Yeah.
nice.
I've always liked those kind of earphones.
Yeah,
Like
and
this.
Marquez gives a pretty real review, right? He's not much for kissing ass. He doesn't have to. He's at the top of the pile. So he when he reviews something and gives it a good report, and they say that he's like the ones were pretty good. He's like the twos are even better. I don't know if you can get the ones at an even cheaper price than the twos, but there's not much difference. You might want to compare the two in the price. I don't know.
I
But
love
yeah,
it, man.
yeah,
I'm definitely going to check these out because
yeah.
I like having that security of it not falling out. However, I did buy some extra buds
Did you not get
sizes.
the ear tips in your AirPods when you got them?
I don't know where I did with them.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's easy to lose them because you pull them out
I
one
got
time.
me some
Yeah,
new tips,
yeah.
and I, went down one notch to the smaller one, and they don't fall out now. So I feel secure. I'm feeling secure.
Like a new pair of sneakers.
That's right. That's right.
Fresh. That's
Yeah,
right.
these earbud pods. No, they're talking about 250. 250.
Who? What?
The Beats Power Beats Pro.
Yeah, yeah. They
About
they're
250.
nice. The case is more like a flippy top case, right? It's more like a pucky kind of a thing, right? And a flippy top case, and it's USB C on the case, so you're not dealing with lightning because it's Beats rather than Apple, right? And now everything's USB C, and I think he said it had 6 to 8 hours of battery life, depending on like obviously the volume you play it at, and active noise cancellation cuts down the battery, but it had really nice battery life from what I remember.
It's got a heart monitor.
Yeah, that's the one thing it has that the AirPods Pro don't have.
And it works with Android because I got an Android.
That's kind of the Beats thing. They seem to work like a little better with Android than like straight Apple products do, right?
Yeah.
You know,
It's like I got an Android phone
yeah,
and a Apple laptop. So that's good to know. All right,
yeah.
I'm going to quit playing around. I'm going to order some.
So where
It's
are we
awesome.
at here? I'm still recording here, but like I don't know where we're going with this. But
Oh, we're done.
yeah, well, so what? Another fascinating episode of the AI Bros, guys. Tune in again next week. We'll get all our technical difficulties worked out, and that was the other one, Julius, right? So Julius and what was the other one? Aristotle, and another one was I don't know. I'm telling you, it's the '80s all over again, guys, and we're just at the beginning. So jump on the train, grab a seat, get your ticket punched, and we're heading into beautiful downtown AIville. And join us again next week for another exciting episode of the AI Bros. How about a virtual dap there, John? Can we do a virtual dap there?
Oh,
Pop. There we go.
there you go.
So, yeah, there we go.
All right.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you again next week.
Peace.